It is no longer news that the presidential candidate of the APC, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is irredeemably and hopelessly ineligible to contest the February 2023 presidential election, having been reportedly indicted and subjected to criminal forfeiture judgment for a narcotic-related offense by a United States court. Nigerians are, however, appalled by the lame attempt by the APC presidential campaign, which, after admitting that there was a $460,000 drug money criminal forfeiture judgment against accounts traced to the APC presidential candidate, is now desperately trying to pull a wool over the eyes of Nigerian people and our democratic institutions. Seeing that it is technically out of the presidential contest and further destroyed because it cannot also field candidate at all levels in the 2023 general election due to its illegal and unconstitutional congresses, the APC has resorted to unleashing hoodlums to attack PDP presidential campaign rallies and other innocent Nigerians going about their legitimate endeavors as witnessed in Kaduna and Borno State in a bid to trigger crisis and scuttle the elections. There are already apprehensions in the public space of unrefuted allegations that the APC is behind the orchestrated attack on the independent National Electoral Commission offices in Ogun and Osun states. The plan of the APC is to instill fear in the citizenry, disorganize and weaken other political parties, frighten, hamstring, and immobilize INEC from conducting the 2023 general elections. The APC must know that its schemes, denial, threats, and resort to violence cannot help Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. For emphasis, by Section 137(1)(d) of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as amended, Asiwaju Tinubu is not eligible to contest the presidential election in Nigeria. For emphasis, I need to quote that section for you. Section 137(1)(d) of the 1999 Constitution as amended provides that a person shall not be qualified for election to the office of president if D, subsection D now, is under a sentence of death imposed by any competent court of law or tribunal in Nigeria, or a sentence of imprisonment or fine for any offense involving dishonesty or fraud by whatever name called, or for any other offense imposed on him by any court. The first one is court or tribunal in Nigeria. The second one is on him by any court or tribunal or substituted by a competent authority for any other sentence imposed on him by such a court or tribunal. For clarity, forfeiture means, and I quote, something to which the right is lost, as for commission of a crime or misdeed, neglect of duty, or violation of a contract. So what it means is this: you cannot forfeit something to which you are legally entitled to. If you legally own something, you can't forfeit it, except for commission of a crime or for a breach of duty, like in a contract. If, for instance, you go to a bank and pledge your property as a mortgage, and then you default in the repayment of this, what is due under the mortgage, then the bank can legally forfeit it. It is instructive to note that trafficking in narcotics is an international crime to which all nations are obliged and mandated to apprehend, prosecute, and enforce any judgment or court imposed on offender. Nigeria, being a signatory to International Convention on Trafficking in Narcotics, is obliged to enforce any order or judgment imposed on any offender by any competent court anywhere in the world. And for emphasis, I just need to emphasize this so that you can have the purport of this order. The United States Court in Northern Illinois, Chicago, ordered, and you listen to this carefully, it says, it is ordered, and this was on October 4, 1993. And I read, it said, the said Bola Ahmed Tinubu forfeited $460,000 as captured in the following words. This is the word of the court. It said, ordered that the fund in the amount of $460,000 in account number 263-226-700 held by First Heritage Bank in the name of Bola Tinubu represents proceeds of narcotic trafficking or were involved in financial transactions in violation of 18 U.S.C.S. 1956 and 1957, and therefore these funds are forfeited to the United States pursuant to 21 U.S.C. S. 88(1) Clause 6 and 18 U.S.C. S. 981 in that order. So it's a clear statement that it was found to be trafficking and the proceeds of narcotic trafficking. And it can't be clearer. Having been sentenced and fined by way of criminal forfeiture of $460,000, drug money in a criminal suit filed pursuant to the United States Criminal Code, Asiwaju Tinubu cannot, by virtue of Section 137(1)(d) of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, as amended, seek office as President of Nigeria. Nigeria now knows that the APC presidential campaign announcement that its presidential candidate will not participate in media debates is to prevent Nigerians from seeking answers from Asiwaju Tinubu with respect to the criminal forfeiture judgment, as well as other burning issues to which Nigerians are entitled to know. Of course, our nation cannot afford the embarrassment, the shame, the national indignity and stigma associated with narcotics all over the world, especially in the exalted office of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Nigeria cannot handle the massive negative collateral damage such will have on our national image, economy, as well as on the businesses and legitimate endeavors of hardworking Nigerians. What Nigerians expect of Asiwaju Tinubu at this moment is to withdraw from the presidential race and apologize to the nation. The APC must come to terms that it is not in the presidential race and that it has no legitimate candidate at all levels in the 2023 general elections as pronounced by the Federal High Court with regards to the candidature of the governor of Osun State, an order and the judgment that is still subsisting. The PDP therefore reminds Nigerians that any vote for the APC at the presidential, the governorship, national and state assembly elections are wasted votes that will not count at the end of the day. The PDP calls on INEC not to succumb